McKade, how do you pronounce your last name?
Mettauer.
So everyone can
Mettauer.
get that on video?
Yes. Yeah.
One more time.
Mettauer. Doesn't sound anything like
different ways have you heard it?
Dude, Mettauer, all kinds of stuff. People throwing letters that shouldn't be in there. So.
What's the worst one?
Mettauer. That's a bad one. Mettauer.
That sounds really cool.
Yeah, that sounds sort of.
That sounds like a villain in some movie. But anyways, all right.
How's preparation for the season going so far?
Oh, it's going great. Yeah, I think we had a nice camp schedule. They switched it up a little bit from last year. I think they're doing a good job of preserving our bodies in a way, but we're also getting our good work in. We're getting a lot of quality reps compared to last year, I think. And I think the schedule was good because so as opposed to last year, I think last year we had 6 days off and then we'd have a day off and then 6 days a day off. This year we had 3 day off, 2 day off, 3 day off. So I think that also helped us, get in our quality reps and continue to, learn the playbook, especially for the new guys that we have like Walter and, I guess Tyler was also fairly new. And Savion, so I think it was a good thing for all of us.
Where do you feel like this offensive line stands compared to where y'all were last year, 2 weeks before the season?
We have the ability to be much better than last year. We can be much better than last year, but I think the key word there is can. We have to continue to prove ourselves every day and make sure that we're in, good enough shape and taking our reps seriously every day. So we can have a standout O-line like we should. And I think what is different from last year, our skill level's a lot different. Like we had Anton and Wanye and Chris, which those are really good guys. I think we have, the same, if not better skill set. They're just in different areas in each person. So I think we'll be good. We just need to prove our potential and, prove what we can be.
Do you get the feeling that it's kind of been easier for Walter because he is coming in here with a bunch of other guys that transferred, and you guys have been around for a while?
Yeah, I think for Walter it was easy. It's easier for a lot of us because a lot of us are transfers. It's a good way for us to be relatable to him and understand the same difficulties that we had coming in. So like him and Troy and Tyler. Pretty much the whole O-line is transfers besides Raym and Savion. So I think we're able to relate to him in that way, and I see him sometimes will have the same issues that I had last year, and so it's given me the ability to help him progress, in this playbook, even though he missed spring with his labrum surgery and all that. So
what are some of those things that for a guy like you were experienced when you got here, he's played plenty, what are the things that even they just take time in the system?
Just getting used to playing with guys, so he played at Stanford for 4 years. Same thing with me, I played at Cal for 3 years. And so you build camaraderie with the guys that you're with. And then we come to a new offense. It's understanding how much of, how much of the D lineman that the guy next to you needs in order to make, good enough contact with him on the double team. And you got to communicate with that. And then know what kind of calls you need, what kind of twist calls, because sometimes you can bump off a twist without even saying anything because you know each other so well. But when you're new, you need to be a lot more vocal in that way. You're not really feeling it out like you should. But whenever you're new, I think we need to be a little more vocal. So
how long did that take you last year?
Me and Anton did a good job. Anton's was a quiet player. But whenever I had questions and stuff, or I was able to ask him. It didn't take long because I was in 2 different offenses in California. And then when I came here, it was the same deal. And I was playing with older guys, younger guys. So, you just have to know your personnel in that way to get the best out of each other. So,
McKade, along those lines, maybe compared to a year ago, how do you feel different? Is there more confidence? Is there more comfortability? Just how do you feel now?
Yeah, I know for a fact, compared to last year, it's night and day. Second year in the offense. I've done a great job of – I thought I understood it last year. But now, obviously being in another year, and teaching other guys another year, the best way to learn is to teach people, I feel like. And so I'm, compared to last year, I know that I'm night and day. I've worked a lot with guys in Dallas, like trainers like Clay Anderson and people like that. And then I worked with Lane Johnson for a little bit and on my pass pro and all that kind of stuff. So I think that compared to last year, even Coach B said from the Florida State game to spring ball, he said I was a night and day, completely different player. So I'm really working on being, irreplaceable in a way. As I rotated last year a little bit, irreplaceable and just a guy that we can lean on, and a model of consistency for the O-line.
Coach Biedenbaugh kind of has a history of kind of figuring things out as the season goes along. Is that something that you guys are mindful of, knowing that once he finds that best five, like you got to kind of play your butt off, or
Right,
you
yeah.
get replaced pretty quick.
Right. Yeah. Well, the thing about being at Oklahoma is you always have depth, and I think we have a lot of good competitive depth here. So having competitive stamina to be able to continue to keep your job and earn your job every week is important. I think that I was a little lax last year, and it did give me the chance to, be rotated a couple times. But I think this year, you just have to have a different mindset being here. So like I like to say a lot, be irreplaceable. Make yourself irreplaceable to where you're the rock of the O-line, and they can't do it. They're gonna have to move people around you and not move you.
What specifically did you take away from the time at Lane? How did that whole thing come together?
Coach.